YouTube? This is Charlie426, and today we have the review of the recently released HG Zaku Half Cannon from Gundam Origins. Now, I'm pretty sure not many people were expecting a Zaku like this to come out, but it did. Anyway, let's get on to the review. Now, today, this review is going to be somewhat simple because I basically realized when I was building this kit, I just found out this is a very simple kit. In a nutshell, you're basically getting the Origins version of the HG Zaku 2 mass production type in desert color, with a additional weapons backpack sort of thing that's going on, as you can see. So yeah, that's how it is. So let's get on to the review. First of all, I would like to show you guys what the leftover parts. So let's put it back there. Now, when I was building this, I was not expecting a few things. First of all, let's get rid of the easy ones. We have a sticker decal sheet, nothing too special going on. We get some leftover polycaps. Once again, nothing too special. Now, here's the thing that I was not expecting. Number one were these extra leftover parts, like for example the body, the chest area, and such. Because as far as I know. Now, you have two options. You can make it into the J type that we all know, or the C5 type that, which was also included as an option in the Zaku 2 Origins mass production type. So you have another choice right here. So you can pretty much make it into your preference. I went on with the C5 type because that's mostly what the instruction manual was telling me to do, or it kind of looked like it was more based on C5. So that's that. So it's a good option that you do get options for other, stuff. And you do get this arm piece, which I forgot what this is called. And you get some leftover feet parts, which on this kit you use black. But if you want to go full like desert color, you can use these. You get an action-based connector, and someone was asking me if you get a commander's antenna version. Yes, you do. You do get this part. And you get some extra thrusters, which you don't actually use on the backpack. So that's pretty much it for the leftover pieces. Let me get rid of those. And now let's get a look at the stuff you're supposed to get or be using. Now you get two heat hawks. One is the folded up version, where you can store on the back or on the waist section, or side skirts to be more precise. And here's the opened up version for the hands. I won't be demonstrating these because I already did a few demonstrations on the HG Zaku 1 stuff, so that's that. You do get some hands. Now, you get 5 hands in total. I'm currently using the multi-purpose hands on each side, but you do get 3 more hands. You get 2 open hands for each left and right arm, so that's very good. And you do get a trigger finger. However, you do not actually use this, or you really need these because the handles that are on these parts aren't really required to have those trigger fingers. So yeah, leftover piece, if you want to say so. So those are the hands. Now we have some options here. Once again, let me now get the kit. While you're building this, and if you see the box or instruction manual, you have 2 options. Now you have the option to use the Gatling Gun option, and if you do, you can only use one of these parts because of the backpack, which I will get into soon later. If you use the cannon option, you can use both of these. Now I went with the Gatling Gun version because I did pre-order the Premium Bandai HG Zaku Cannon, so I decided to go with the Gatling Gun. But I guess I should also show you guys the other articulation details. Now, I haven't actually reviewed the Origins Zaku 2 mass production type, so I will get into the basics. The head, any like Zaku Origins kit, the head can go down, up. 360 not too possible because there's a lot of stuff going on in the backpack. And you are able to move the mono-eye using some sort of hinge or a switch below the head. And I really like the desert color scheme. The arm articulation, pretty much what you expect, a double jointed bend, and 360 is technically possible in this kit as well. And the shoulders do go, okay. The shoulders do go forward and backward a very good amount, to be honest. So that's very good. The main body can almost technically go 360 because there's nothing really hindering the process. And no ab crunch, well, sort of an ab crunch, but not exactly an ab crunch. You can sort of make it look like it, but yeah. And as I said, I went for is the C5 type, was where the cockpit is like on the edge of the body. Front skirts can go for that much, and they can be moved individually. Side skirts don't move that much, so kind of tricky to move the leg forward, but it is possible, and has a double jointed bend. But once again, technically it's possible, but because of these cables, you are a little bit limited. Okay, that's that. And your feet are your typical ball jointed feet, and as mentioned, you can change these into the more sand color if you want to do so. Now, let's get into the main, feature of this kit. Now, this review is going to be really simple because, I think we've seen a lot of reviews of the Origin Zaku's, and this is basically based on those, so there's nothing too new on this. Now, let's look at the backpack. The way that how this works is that this part is pretty much you'll be using this all the time, so there's nothing too special going on. But if you're going for the cannon, here's how it works. Now, you have the Gatling gun, and you have this chain belt. And on the end of the chain belt, you have this hole that's connected, so that's where you plug it in. And the way how this Gatling gun works is that you can move. It does have a good range of movement, but you can plug it out. Come on, and it is a pretty firm connection, so no need to worry about like it falling out easily. And as you can see, I'm really struggling to get this thing out at the moment. Come on. Wow, this thing is really tough. I don't know why, because last night I was there we go. The way how this works, there's a polycap inside, and you plug this peg onto that polycap. Now, a lot of people were asking if these parts were connected to the waist, and the answer is no. As you can see, there's holes on the back of the backpack, or on the side of the backpack. All you need to do is connect this part right over here. You have this part which there's a polycap inside there, and you attach it, and there you go. You can just plug it in, and there you go. You have both of these weapons going on the side. The handles do move a little bit, so you do have some range on them. However, if you want to use these hands, you have to do the annoying process of separating the fingers and then reattaching them. So I'm not going to do that. So while you're not holding it, you do have some good range of movement if you want to do so. While it's on the arm, it technically works, but yeah. And finally, the cannon, there's no actual, belt clip or ammo clip going on here, so all you need to do is do the same process of just plugging the cannon into the shoulder, and there you go. You have the cannon. Once again, same range of movement. Well, if you want to have these two weapons and have the Gatling gun at the same time instead of the cannon, what you could do is that you could just not attach this part here. You just need to take it off and then attach the Gatling gun if you want to do so. So it's really up to you. There's a lot of options or other customization opportunities on this kit, so really up to you. And yeah, that was basically it for this review. I know I kind of rushed, but at the same time, there weren't much new stuff to talk about on this kit. Honestly, I really like this Zaku for some reason. It could be the color, or it could be the fact that I do like these cannons and weapons. So I honestly would suggest you could go buy two. I'm kind of regretting that I did not buy two or even four because of the J-type and C5 type options that's included in the kit. So yeah, it's a really recommendable kit, especially the colors. If you're really into desert color or desert camo stuff, this is for you. Anyway, thank you for watching the review. This was the review of the HG Zaku Half Cannon. If you guys got any questions or requests, leave a comment below. If I got anything wrong, leave a comment below as well. I still have more kits to buy and build and make reviews out, so please stay tuned. Until then, see you guys next time.